Hello there, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I still don't know why I keep saying it like that. No, isn't this just a beautiful, beautiful sight? We are actually kind of well regarded everywhere, except in this little destroyed town of Mravunac, which we have done a few things there, but I don't think there's a large enough population to actually be appreciative of us just yet. I also noticed that there's still something to do down in Ujits. We missed a quest giver down here, so we are going to have to go back there at some point. But right now, we are still trying to do this. We're finding the cave in the hills by Ledechko so we can find Reeker, or Reeker's hideout. We don't know if Reeker is alive yet. Or still. He's presumably alive, but we don't know if he's still alive, because remember what happened to him, the limping guy. But we also need to see who this is, what they need help with, and for that we have Pebbles to take us this little way. Come on, Pebbles. Who resides in the woods? Bandits? Woodcutters? Oh, there are any rivers nearby. Not really, so it can't be coal burners. Could be another herb woman. But this time, if so, hopefully it won't involve any devil worshipping. We have had enough of devil worshipping, thank you. And I do realize that yes, that was actually devil worshipping being done. I just didn't wanna report it as devil worshipping because I didn't want the women burned at the stake, but I guess they will have to suffer the consequences. Maybe we'll see if something has happened when next we return to Auschwitz. But for now, Herbalist doesn't bode well. Actually, Herbalist Kunhuta. Wasn't it here in Ledechko where... No, I think it was in Sasau. I don't know, it seems that every village has a problem or has heard anything, some rumors about their herbalists. Considering the suspicious nature of the society at this time, I can't really blame them.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Do you have anything to buy?
God bless.
I do need some belladonna. Ooh, you have belladonna. We are running out of money though. It's fine, we definitely and desperately need belladonna. I have a crap ton of thistle. You don't have to worry about that. Are you also gonna sell... Yeah, of course you're selling recipes that I can't afford. I need to look into poison, so I can have a little bit of an advantage in combat. Would that work against armored enemies, though? I guess we'll see. Of course we'll haggle. That is what we do.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Alright, so...
Alright, so how about 25?
Is this enough?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Just a little more? You want 26 for it? I'll pay 25 and a half.
Alright, so...
Perfect. Now, is there anything I can do for you?
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahamira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
No. But that sounds just like the job for me.
Haunted butcher shop. More than a day's work for me.
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly. This is a real ghost, the spirit of a dead man who hasn't found peace. In order to banish him from the world of the living, you'll need to do a few things.
Slit a black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave?
What a despicable thought. No. Do you know what smudging is? You'll need 10 poppies and some flowers from the deceased grave. Once you have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted. Light it on fire, and the smoke will purge the place of any unwanted spirits.
I mean, I can understand the flowers from the person's grave, because that kind of has a connection to the person in question, or the person's spirit, but where do the poppies come in? Sounds fun. And yeah, at least it's not something really witchy. This is basically just picking plants and burning plants. Of course we'll do it.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified, and these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine. Is there anything else I should know?
That's a question for Drahomira. You'll find her in her cottage on the very edge of Ledechko. Good luck, then.
Restless spirits. Let us take a look at this. The herb woman asked me to help Drahomira, the butcher woman from Ledechko, who is at her wit's end. She claims the ghost of her dead neighbor has been haunting her at night and she can't get a wink of sleep. Ah, neighbor, for some reason I thought it was her husband, since she specifically went out of her way to mention her as a widower. One of the ingredients for the incense is poppy. I need to find at least 10 of them. Giving me some advice on dealing with the restless spirit, but first I should have a word with Drahomira. Or we can just go and collect some poppies, and then find Drahomira. Where can I find poppies, though? Where do poppies grow? In the woods? In the fields? Are these poppies? These are not poppies. I'm sure we'll find some poppies at some point, at somewhere. But for now, we are going to try and find this little... Oh, is right there, in the middle of the woods, where there are sure to be bandits. We don't need this anymore. Thank you. Hello? Wayfarer? Wayfarer. He's only gonna talk... Stay away if I can't ride a horse. I'm learning to ride a horse. You have to give me a little bit of leeway. I'm new at this. Ish. We've only been at this for a few days, me and Henry. I do hear sounds. Are those the sound of someone hacking on stone, or... Oh, it's one of these. Why, are these just children toys? This is the second one I've found. It's an interesting sight, but... Okay. Maybe this is... Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought this would be something because I thought maybe someone is doing some... Yeah, why would someone be doing some fishing in a shallow stream? They're doing something here, and they put this as a kind of a marker to remember to get back here. Someone lost their pants and their shirt. Someone went skinny dipping in the stream? We can't get clean from this. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. This is just something weird. Back to the task at hand. We need to get up here, in here. Maybe go a little bit south, up here. Seems to be the... Come on, Pebbles! Best way through here. Yeah, up here. Jump over this. Ooh, Pebbles. We barely made it. And slowly step our way up the hill. Ah, what a tranquil forest. Not a bandit in sight. Nor any woodcutters, nor any poachers. We should really do some poaching, Pebbles. If only to get a little bit better at archery. So we found the cave to the west, we found the cave to the south. Neither of those were what we were looking for. They were basically just collapsed mines. No way to proceed. So this should be the thing. Because this is the only thing we have left to find. Now that is a lot of woods. I love it. I think I may have found it. Now just to find a safe way down. Now that's a proper cave. Not a mine shaft, but an actual cave. Ooh, are there gonna be wild animals in there? This does look like the place he would be, because he did some poaching and he came back with meat. And he is a tanner's son, so he definitely knows how to skin the animals. Okay, let's be careful. And also pick up everything we can. I don't think we'll find any poppies in here, though. Oh, yep. I think we found him. Is that you, sir? What? Reeker. Sure is. Let me just take a look around. Just to make sure we're not walking into some sort of ambush. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. At least he knows better than to actually make a fire in here, because it is very likely that the smoke from the fire... Ah, no, there's a hole there. So he could make a big old campfire here. The smoke will not kill him.
Mercy.
Oh, damn it. He won't hold out for long.
Help me. Please.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
Ranson and his people. They found me.
Where are they?
Where did they go?
I don't. No.
You became very still all of a sudden. Tell me about Neuhof.
What happened at Neuhof? Who's coming for you?
Rand's people. Loyal. What a fucking mess.
Why?
We didn't want to kill nobody. Only they're savages. We ran off.
So they either joined a band or were already part of the band that raided Neuhof. And there was some civil strife because they didn't want to kill, but some of them wanted... Yeah, we need a little bit more information. I'm looking for the bandits.
I'm looking for those bastards who attacked Neuhof. Where can I find them?
They've got a camp.
Oh no.
Where? Come on, tell me.
I don't know. I've never been there.
So how do you know about it? Who told you?
My mate, Timmy, he was there. But they might have got him by now.
Where can I find him?
He works at the windmill by Myriad. Unless they've killed him already.
Merhoyed. That's a place we haven't been. We've heard it mentioned in passing, but we haven't gone there. So basically, so far, we've gone from investigating the thing at Neuhof, getting a lead on the Limpy, which gave us a lead to Reeker, which now gives us a lead to Timmy. So what do I do with you?
What can I do with you now?
Help me. Please.
I mean, he does kind of deserve it, but I do so very much hate to see people suffering, so we will try to help. You deserve your face, there's no help for you. I want to help him. Come on. Let's not at least tell him that he deserves his fate. There's no help for you.
I'm sorry, but there's no help for you in this world. Not anymore.
I know. Help me. To the next one. Please.
That was going to be my suggestion. Mercy kill him. Reeker, you ended up with a bad crowd, and I really wish it didn't come to this, but I'm not gonna let you lie here and suffer. Now, what are you carrying? You're carrying a little bit of money. We can buy some herbs for that. We can... I mean, these things are stained. We can probably just wash them off. It'll be fine. You do have apples. I don't need to pick up some apples. So, Timmy, where is... Oh, I guess I traveled through Mehojev. I didn't know it was this place, though. I've definitely been riding through there on my way to Talmberg, searching for the priest. Alright. We'll get there, but we have some things to do in Ledechko first. Such as finding 10 poppies. And talking to a widower about a haunted butcher shop. Why would the neighbor be haunting the butcher shop, though, if she inherited it from her husband? What does the neighbor have to do with it? I mean, I don't claim to be any kind of expert on ghosts and their behaviors, but it does seem a little strange. Are you poppies? I don't think so. What does a poppy look like? Do I have poppies anywhere? Does my sidekick have poppies? Because I think I just throw everything on you. I'm gonna say I don't have poppies. Oh, I can carry a lot of stuff now. Nice. No, that was my horse. That was Pebbles. It wasn't me. I am nowhere near that strong. Wait, what was that? Something popped up for a second. Oh, never mind. So follow the river south, then head to the west, as in turn right. Kinda wish I could see the names of planes while I was on Pebbles. Follow the river, we said. Follow the river. Not go south, but follow the river. Out into safety. Or follow the stream, not the river. And it is definitely not same crap, different name. Hey, we had actually turned into a little bit of a river. Still a stream. More like, okay. We need to find a place to sleep. We're gonna... What were you? Valerian? Sure. I'll probably need that at some point. Nah. Nettle, dandelion, comfrey. For some reason, I have an image of red. I think poppies are red. Maybe poppies can be a lot of colors. I am no flower guy. Do you think maybe the trader sells poppies? I do like these little drawings. They kind of give a little bit of personality to each and every town. Although I don't know what the hell that is. Is that supposed to be a griffin? Hiding in the forest? Just spying on the guy washing, I think? And she's just cleaning her feet? A voyeuristic griffin. Eee. Where's a witcher when you need one? So either roam around in just blindly trying to find poppies, or find someone who sells poppies. Either way, I think the very first step would be to talk to the widower. Or widow. Widower would be the male variant, I think. Who cares? Still a sad state of affairs. Jeez. Well, that's what you get for being in my way. Let's see. While we're here, I think this is the inn. Yep. I'm gonna need to buy... Also, I'm overburdened. Dang it. Did I just put away something that I'm actually using? I might have. Let's see. No, I don't think so. Because on me I have basically everything. I don't leg plates. I don't have leg plates. No, it's fine. Innkeepers, sir. You are hiding... Is it you? Yes.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Nope. Just a little bit of dirt. Just a little bit of dirt. I need a place to sleep.
But you've already got a place to sleep.
Oh, right.
No, thank you.
I've already hired a room for the evening. I'm sorry, sir. Is anything happening?
What's happening around here?
Nothing much, thank God.
Good. I completely forgot I already have a room. So I don't have to worry about that. Now I just need to find the poppies. But step one, like we said, go talk to the widow. Who was supposed to be... Oh! Don't know if I would call this on the outskirts of Ledechko, but sure. Is it you? Yes.
Good day. What do you want?
You don't have to sound so very pleased to... I hear that you're being haunted.
The herbalist Kunhuta sent me. I'm here because of the ghost.
You don't look like you know a thing about ghosts. Why didn't she come herself? Why did she send someone so young instead? Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
I mean, you don't look like you know anything about hauntings. I do know something about exorcisms. I know everything that the herb woman told me. Kunhuta.
She was in too much pain to make the journey. But you can trust me. I know what I'm doing.
You'd better. Well, get to work then.
There's a few things I need to know first.
I'd rather you just got on with it. But I don't suppose I've got any choice. So ask.
Whose ghost is it?
Whose ghost is it?
His name was Alois and he had a farm not far from Ledechko. A few years ago, his farmhouse burned down with him in it.
I've heard that people who die such horrible deaths seldom rest in peace.
So why did he choose you to visit? Why are you being haunted? Did you burn down his farm?
Why do you think he chose you of all people?
How am I supposed to know? Maybe because we're neighbors. We grew up together as children.
I suppose that makes sense.
No, it don't. Because why would someone you just grew up with as children choose to haunt you after they die unless you have wronged them in some horrible, horrible way? Again, I don't claim to be an expert on ghostly stuff, but that doesn't sound very logical to me. What exactly has been happening? Maybe it's just someone playing a prank on you?
What exactly has been going on?
It happens at night. Every night now an apparition comes to me and I can't get a wink of sleep. I can't take it anymore.
An apparition. What does this apparition look like? Maybe it's just someone, I don't know, dousing themselves in some sort of luminous paint? And, I don't know, rolling around in very badly smelling mud so they smell like some grave person? AKA ghost? Where is this Alois buried?
Where is Alois buried? For the exorcism, I'll need flowers from his grave.
He's laid to rest in the Sasau cemetery by the wall. His grave is a bit overgrown with vines. I've been there a few times for a visit. The first day he appeared, I prayed at his grave, but he came again just the same.
Sasau, eh? This is starting to feel like an MMO quest. Pick up at point A, travel all the way around to the other side of the continent to point B, pick one thing, travel back to A. But it's fine, because that just gives us a chance to bond with pebbles. I know everything I need to.
I know everything I need to know.
Then for God's sake, perform the ritual as soon as possible. May the Lord
We shall.
watch over you.
Maybe, is there a herbalist in Sasau? And if so, can we buy some... There's an activity giver here. Can we buy some poppies in Sasau? There's the grave. How kosher is it to visit someone's grave and steal flowers? Probably not very. Yeah, this one does interest me. There's also something here we haven't actually really discovered. That kind of looks like a field, so it could be... Sorry, that could be a herbalist, or just, you know, someone selling vegetables. Do I travel there now? Or do we take a rest? Depends on what time it is, I suppose. We are going to take a rest. First of all, try and find our way back to the innkeeper. Let's see if have I learned anything about the layout of Ledechko. Well, it wasn't terribly difficult to find. Do I remember where my room is?
If you're right here.
I think this is the one. Go inside, then just straight ahead and to the left. Yes. This is my room. Do we have any books to read, by the way? We read the love poems, we've read Hercules and his diets. Sharp as a knife, we have read. We do have a tavern life. What does tavern life do? On drinking and alcoholism. We can we can read to learn how to be a better drinker. Well, maybe it has some small tips like if you're gonna drink lots of water, don't drink on an empty stomach. And that's basically all I know. It goes against everything in my being to read this second edition of books before I read this first edition. But screw it. We will read. We will sit down. We'll spend a few hours reading. And let's see. Anyway, I already have Hercules and his diet on me. I think this is what I need to read. Yes. We're gonna study this book for 4 hours. And then we're gonna sleep for another 7? It should give us enough time. Time as in, hopefully the bandits won't be awake that early in the morning and they'll still be sleeping, and we can just ride through the woods completely untouched. Why do you slow down so very much in the last hour? We have improved strength. We are 67% through this book. You know, Henry, learning how to read was a very good investment. Also, should probably, maybe, if one was smart, one would probably save these books for when it's way more difficult to raise your strength. As in, when you have a lot of experience to go through. I have never claimed to be smart. And I do think I've said I don't aim for min-maxing or anything, so I just play. And then we'll see how it turns out. We have seen how it turns out. I get completely demolished as soon as there are more than one opponent in a battle. Was that a wolf? I think I heard a wolf. Hello, sir. Now, that was some quick dressing. Hello, ma'am. I wish I could get dressed that fast. Then you go into this room, and in this room... What are you doing in this room? You're taking a piss. Let's start the day with a little washing. Fine, I guess I won't be able to pickpocket that. I'll actually do the same. Just a quick rinse. No, people seem to be waking up. I am not going to risk lockpicking, even though I really desperately want to. Because there is this. No, not that. There is this? I think it's this. I think it's that one. There's a cave here with a very hard lockpicking thing. Need to... Poppies? Need to increase my lockpicking skill. Poppies. No? Marigold. Damn it. Marigold are orange-ish. I was so sure I'd found poppies. And I need 10 of them too. I could just... I think I'll ride there. Maybe I'll find some poppies along the way. Indeed I did. Look, red. Poppies are red, not orange, just reddish. Alright, so I just need to ride along the way, along the road, until I find something red. And watch out for bandits. Hopefully they won't be up. Yeah, it's 7. They might be up. Who knows? They don't really have alarms, do they? Unless they packed a rooster in their bags. I don't think I'm gonna see any more poppies in the woods. I'll just travel on to Sasau. Following the road is for chumps. Just taking a shortcut through the woods kind of saved me an hour or two on the way to Sasau. Let's see. Activity giver. Straight ahead. Kind of. Are you in the baths or in this establishment? There's also a trader. Maybe he sells some poppies. I didn't find any more poppies on the way, because I basically rode through the woods. Are you the activity guy? I do believe you are.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised. Do you need a helping hand?
Are you in need of a helping hand, Master Butcher?
Up an hand? No. But I've got a problem with supplies.
Let me guess. You want me to go hunting? I understand the roads aren't very safe. I've been accosted myself quite a few times.
I understand. The roads aren't safe these days.
No, that's not what I meant. Beef and pork I can get plenty of. But the burgers here have a taste for aristocratic food. And maybe you can help me with that.
You want me to poach game?
Heaven forbid I would ever suggest such a thing. No. You would have to get it by, other means.
I don't want to spoil your plans, but game doesn't grow on trees.
No, but if you happen to be walking in the woods and, came across something, if you see what I mean.
Sure, if I happen to go through the woods and then I just aim my arrow at a bandit, but then just mistakenly hit a deer instead, sure, I'll give you some game.
All right. Let's say I'll take a walk in the woods and I'll come across something and bring it to you.
Excellent. I'm glad to see you speak my language. Get me a wild boar for now, so I can see what you can do. And don't worry, you'll be well rewarded.
Freaking boar. Fat profits. And I don't know if I'm ready to hunt a boar. Again, piss off a boar and you're likely to get gored by their freaking tusks. It's easier to do if I had a spear. Of course, I'm not very proficient when it comes to handling a spear, but I'm sure I can learn. Stick the pointy end into the boar and pray to Jesus Christ to save you. Alright, I also have the charlatan. He's just standing there. I need to get his stuff. No, I don't think I will. I do not think I will. Now, if I wanted to go to someone's grave and steal some flowers, how would I get access to said grave? By finding the The hell is this? And while we're here, yeah, this is... I don't want to know what this is. This is a tannery. No, this is a okay, 3 feet big cobbler. Even though those were just tannery racks. But can you get over the wall pebbles? No. And guess we have to go around. We did bond a little bit more with pebbles on the way here, so we got a little bit more in horsemanship. Should probably go take a look at my skills soon again. And then decide that, nah, I don't want to take any of these. I'm gonna save my points. While also saying that I'm not gonna min-max anything, which I don't. I just take skills I feel like would be fun. I discovered a church. There are many churches, but this church holds the grave I need.
I found it. Now to pick the flowers.
Okay, but it kind of pointed this way. And she did say it was overgrown by vines. I guess it's this one?
Right. Now back to Drahomira so I can get this thing over with.
Cemetery flowers. Those were just dandelions, man. Chamomile. I note a distinctive lack of poppies. Unfortunately. Wait. Or, no, those are marigold, huh? Yeah. Poppies are a little bit more distinct. I'm guessing he wouldn't accept just regular pork. Will he be able to tell the difference between boar and pork? I guess he would, eh? So let's not go hunt pork. And probably the game wouldn't let me deliver pork instead of boar meat. Speaking of boars, I know about a hunting spot for boars. Right here. Okay, that was a weird turn. For some reason, I was in Ledechko. And I was gonna go to Sasau. For some reason, I went down here, over here. I went this way, and then up through the woods here, instead of just going west. That would have saved me time. So I didn't actually gain any time, because I took a detour. Stupid. I'm guessing only herbalists would actually sell poppies. We do know of a herbalist right up here at the monastery. Master Nicodemus. You think he will sell something so ordinary as poppies, though? I'm not sure. Also, Pebbles is nowhere near me. Can I still access her? I can. We have a teleporting inventory. Which doesn't make sense. How many? Because I was thinking maybe I should need to make some. I have 3 savior schnapps left. I also have some hare meat that's very spoiled, so let's just drop that. I forgot the hunted hares, didn't do anything with the meat. Nicodemus, my boy, my brother. Let's talk trade. Do you have poppies? He has poppies. Perfect, I'm gonna buy 8, because I can't be arsed to search the woods for poppies. It's only gonna set me back 1.6 groschen. I'll just close the deal. So, what happened to the man with the broken leg?
What's going on now? You didn't get any brew?
The brew's gone.
You could have saved some.
I know, but I didn't. Can you get me more?
This is the last time.
This is the last time.
Goodbye.
Okay, so he wants more.
What happened?
How you doing, Philip?
Brought you back to the land of the living.
How? How long have I been unconscious?
For a long time. Your friends have left.
I have to find them.
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or 2. You'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Ratai like most of our folk.
Whoa. All right. And Henry?
Hmm?
Thank you.
You're welcome? Didn't even pop out our you're welcome. Can pickpocket the wounded man. What about you? Did you get any better?
You saved me. You've no idea what you've done for me. Oh God, thank you.
I didn't do that much.
You did more than anyone else here. I'm sorry, I've got no money to repay you, but I can tell you a secret. How workers like me keep up back-breaking labour day after day.
Reached a new level in vitality. I guess he gave me some tips on stretching and yoga. Hannes from Skallets, wounded man, lots of pickpocketing opportunities. And we couldn't do a goddamn thing for the man with a broken leg.
I can't. I just can't.
Alright. Let's read. I don't remember. Which... This is Schnapps. The Lullaby. Need one God damn it. I need another poppy, I need a Paris, and I need a thistle. Poppy, Paris, thistle. I need another poppy. I'm fairly certain I have Paris, and I definitely have thistles. Because I'm not gonna use any of my grave poppies. I already have that one. Why do you still have it? Oops. Let's see. Pebbles, you should have some Paris and a thistle. Definitely have thistles. I was sure I had some Paris. I don't. Do you have some Paris? You have thistles. I'll take some thistles. Have some nettle, but you have no... You have no herb Paris, eh? Fine. Fine. I'll just buy one. For 0.4 groschen, so who cares? Let's see, we need a puppy, we need her puppy, Paris, thistle. Alright, oleum as a base. Prepare oil, a handful of poppy, and 1 thistle and 1 herb Paris. Drop the poppy in the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Add thistle and boil for 1 more turn. Leave to cool, and then once it's cooled, add the Paris. So, oil, poppy, boil, thistle, boil, cool, Paris. Poppy, thistle, poppy, thistle. Okay. We'll take some oil.
I can't sleep again.
Yeah, we're working on it. We shall take the poppy. We shall boil it up. That's enough. We'll put some of that in there. We will turn the sandglass. We will pick up the thistle. Then we'll just wait. We'll put this on a little bit. We'll put in the thistle. We'll turn the sandglass. And it still needs to boil. We'll pick up the Paris. Wait for it to cool. That's cool enough, eh? And we'll put in the Paris. And then I guess we take a file. And we should have us our potion. Lullaby? We're getting good at this, Henry. Alright, you drug addict. Here you go.
Brew?
Brew.
Yes, please. Good luck then.
We are just feeding your addiction. You owe me at least 1 groschen by now. We made the first one out of the kindness of our hearts. But now we're just enabling him. Now we need to go back to Ledechko. We have everything. Is there anything interesting on the way to Ledechko? There's still some unexplored things here, but I have a feeling we'll be back in Sasau. Because we still need to find the boar meat. So anything interesting on the way to Ledechko? No? We'll just fast travel this once then. Let Henry and Pebbles find their own way. Follow the roads. Hopefully there will be a very high shortage of bandits. See? All's well and good in Ledechko land. Right. We just needed to gather these and burn them, right? I spoke to Drahomira, the widow of the Ledechko butcher. She said she was being haunted by a restless soul, who she said was coming to her every night. Burning herbs from the grave of the departed would dispel the ghost. Apart from poppies, I also need the flowers from the grave of the departed. Yes, I know. Poppies serve as an additive in the incense, so I got at least 10. Now to perform the smudging ritual. I have a feeling this won't work.
I'm back with the incense. Can we begin?
Good. Let's go to the cross in the bedroom.
She's inviting me to her bedroom. Begin the smudging ritual. Okay. Drop the herbs in.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I feel a bit out of my depth. This is my first time.
Now you tell me. Well, get started. You've got the flowers, so it has to work.
Well, here goes.
Latin or Hungarian? She probably won't be satisfied unless we do it in Latin, and we are kind of educated, so we can just pretend our way through it.
Pater noster quies incarnis sanctificator omen tuum.
Are you sure you're saying that right?
Shh! You mustn't be interrupted. In nominate parties et filiis et spirits etc.
Parties? In nomine patri. Continues in Latin.
Ave Maria gratia plenti dominatrix tecum.
Yep. Burn the herbs.
Glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. O Lord, may he rest in eternal peace, and may eternal light guide his way. Amen.
Amen.
She even
Thank
did a little curtsy.
Please God, I can finally sleep in peace at night. Come by tomorrow to see if it worked.
It probably didn't. But this does leave the day free to go hunt some boar. This is not the way out. Where's the way out? Here's the way out. But if we do hunt some boar, we kinda need to deliver the boar meat very fast. Or we could just ride up to Timmy. I think we'll go for Timmy. Progress a little bit more with the main story. And just ride here past that thing. Up here through the clouds. Perfect. We have a plan. That is what we're doing. But for now, we're gonna take a little break in this adventure. And leave that until tomorrow. I have a feeling the apparition will still appear. Because it's not a ghost. It's something else. Anywho, I guess we'll see tomorrow. As always, thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope we'll see you again next time. But until then, you take care of yourself. Alright?